Tonight on the BFR Ringside podcast, we're going to break down the Wrestle Kingdom card. We're going to talk about the new Raw Tag Team Champions, and we're going to give you our TLC predictions. That and a whole bunch more tonight on the BFR Ringside podcast.
Not bad, Rabbit. Not bad.
Thank you. Ditch that 9 to 5. It's time to feel alive. Hello, Marks, and welcome to the BFR Ringside podcast. I'm your host, Bill Vagey, as always, a.k.a. the hand that rocks the stable. And to my right, not as always, we have Murray, the Murray Man. Murray, what's going on, Murray Man?
Not much. As usual, I'm doing great. It's been a busy week, but I'm glad to be here. I love Thursdays. As usual, we are live on a bunch of the social medias.
Yeah, let us know what it is.
We are BFR Pod on Twitter. We are live right now. Same with Facebook. Banned from Ringside on YouTube. Instagram as well. And also, these guys are wearing on my Slack today, but we've got t-shirts, 3 different designs, the kayfabe style, the BFR 314, and the Blue the Heels
yeah.
Shirts on ProWrestlingTees.com. They are officially on sale right now. Go get them.
So go to ProWrestlingTees.com and go get them stocking stuffers for your friends. You know they want those shirts. And to his right, as always, we have Jason Cornelius Bell. What's going on, JCP?
Allow us to break out the good book of Banned from Ringside, crack it open to volume 85, chapter 3, verse 14, and the good smart saith, hashtag Blue the Heels. It's all good, baby. Just got back from the West Coast. I'm sorry. Shout out to my girl, Becky Balboa. I love you, babe. Thanks for a good time. Go sick, go.
Thanks for a good time.
Hey. We don't kiss and tell around here unless it's off the air. But anyway, good to be back. Ready to talk a little wrestling. You know how it is. Yeah.
We are coming at you from the exquisite Shock City Studios in beautiful downtown St. Louis, Missouri. We got Sam the Muller Mall turning the knobs tonight.
Mr. Perfect's in the house.
We got so much shit to do tonight and a limited amount of time. So before we get too far into it, we'd like to thank our day one-ish sponsor. That's Soul Taco. Soul Taco, that Korean Mexican fusion food that you never knew that you needed, but once you have it, you have to continue to have it. I promise. They have places in downtown St. Louis, in U City Loop. They have a place in Chesterfield, Missouri, Columbia, Missouri, Champaign, Illinois, Chicago, Illinois. They have 2 new places opening, one in River North Chicago and one in Hyde Park. For all our Chicago listeners, go check out Soul Taco. Tell them the band from Ringside sent you. They have another one opening. There's one that's coming in Naperville. It seems to be a done deal. So check out Soul Taco. If you see Soul Taco, they are a friend of the show. They're a sponsor of the show. The other one being JJ Twigs on Southampton, the best pizza in town, and that is a town full of good thin crust pizza. They have the best thin crust pizza. They also have double-decker pizzas. I was there last night. I was also there on Sunday. Did not invite Jason Bell either time. That was by design.
As usual.
Because
So what's Murray's excuse? Why? How come you ain't inviting him?
I invited Murray. He told me he was busy.
You didn't say shit to me.
Murray.
I love pizza. I can't not about pizza.
Go get yourself some JJ Twigs. They have specials when the Blues are on, specials when the Cardinals are on.
Gluten-free
specials. They have gluten-free pizzas. It's a great place to bring your family if you have kids. It's a great place to bring your buds if you just want to sit at the bar like I usually do. So, JJ Twigs on Southampton. Go get yourself some good pizza. Hit us up on the DMs, and we will slide you some $10 gift cards. All you got to do is say, hey, Bill, give me a gift card, and I will give you a gift card. And without further ado, let's get to our 3 count. JCB, what you got?
Well, first off, let's recognize the absence of a 1-2 beer. Zach Pullman, obviously not here this week.
Did I not mention that?
No, of course not, because that's why I'm here for you, because I have your back. 2 beer, love you, babe. Get back to see you. We'll see you on Sunday. We're going to start this week off for...
I miss him.
Yeah, sure you do. Just let me do all the heavy lifting.
I do. I miss him.
I can tell.
I miss him, but I really like his chair.
It is sweet, ain't it? Not saying, Zach, you better hurry back. Your chair is suspect at this point.
I'll fight him.
Right? Wrestle Kingdom 13. We're going to start it off this week. The card is pretty much officially set at this point, minus the pre-show neverweight 6-man over-the-top rope gauntlet challenge. Outside of that, we do have an official card. We're going to run it down real quick because, like Bill said, we are short on time. Ibushi versus Will Ospreay for the neverweight open title. Ibushi took it off of Goto for the first. Ibushi's got the championship for the first time in 4 years. Trip off that. How crazy is that? For the junior heavyweight tag belts, you're going to have Bushi and Shingo versus Roppongi 3K versus Kanemaru and Desperado. I like Suzuki-gun in this. Call me crazy. Go ahead, jump in.
Start at the top of the card. Let's talk about the best part of the card.
So, what? You want to go right to the meal deal? I mean,
yeah, let's start at the top of the card.
Well, then Tanahashi obviously is going to wrestle Kenny Omega for the IWGP Heavyweight title.
There we go.
That's going to be a good match. Jericho versus Naito for the IWGP Intercontinental Champion.
Hell yeah.
Jay White, I think, is going to be one of the up-and-coming guys this year coming into 2019. Him and Okada are going to wrestle one-on-one. That should be a good match. Then at that point, you're going to start getting the mid-card matches. Kushida versus Ishimori for the junior heavyweight belt.
Ishimori's badass.
Badass. That's what I say.
That's great.
I think he's going to take that, and then Kushida goes to the WWE. That's another story. Cody Rhodes and Juice Robinson for Juice's. Essentially, this is his rematch for the U.S. belt. Look for Cody. Once again, he might drop the belt to Juice, but another story for another time. Guerrillas of Destiny, Evil Sonata, and the Bucks in a triple threat, your favorite triple threat match for the IWGP Tag Team Championships. And then Ishii versus Zack Sabre Jr. for
the match I'm looking
British Undisputed Heavyweight title. I think I covered it. Yeah, we covered it all. So, yeah.
So what's the match you're looking forward to the most?
Shit, which one?
Yeah,
Jay White and Okada interest me in the fact because now you have almost the passing of the guard. Where is this going to happen on the biggest stage of New Japan Pro Wrestling?
If Hans Gruber was holding you off the side of a building and said you could only watch one building or you could only watch one match,
yeah, I'm watching the Nakatomi building. Pull me back up. If I could only watch one. You know how I am about Zack Sabre Jr. Besides Naito, that's my dog. Ishimori, I'm sick of Ishimori. Tomoya Ishii is just a walking tank.
Would you rather watch Ishii versus Sabre Jr. or Jericho versus Naito?
I'd rather watch. It's getting ready to be recorded. I'd rather watch Zack Sabre Jr. versus Ishii.
What do you think about that, Murray?
I can't wait to start watching these.
At least he's open.
I agree.
So, I think that I would. I'll take Naito versus Jericho if I only had to watch one match.
Really?
Yes. I mean, Omega versus Tanahashi is going to be great.
Yeah. I think we know who's going to win.
I think we know who's going to win. That's the thing.
Okay, so we're not taking points on this. I think Omega's going to win. Agree?
I think Omega is going to win. I wouldn't mind in the future if we started betting on or if we put those predictions into our.
Well, I was getting ready to say, you see how he is over here. We got to at least get him up to speed.
But I'm a big time Sabre Jr. fan. Obviously, I'm a big time Ishii fan.
Who you got?
Ishii.
I think that Sabre Jr. would win. I think Sabre Jr. is going to win. I'll take Sabre Jr. Ishii is older than you, man. Like.
Damn,
he is old.
No, he is not. Don't listen to him. See, don't let him suit you
up. I think he's like 46.
No, he's not.
I can look it up on my iPhone right now. That's not good pod. But
we'll sell this shit right now.
But I love watching Sabre Jr. And I love watching Ishii, obviously. Both those guys are my guys, and that's the match that I'm looking forward to the most. Besides Jericho and Naito, I think those are my two. Juice Robinson versus Cody Rhodes.
That's gonna be fine. I think that's gonna be a fun match.
Potential, yes. Juice Robinson, great. Obviously,
Cody's gonna bring the sports entertainment to it. So just glancing at the lineup is a really good lineup. And yeah, I know people are gonna be like, it's 4 hours, it's 5 hours. Man, look,
man, that lineup is unbelievable.
Do like I'm gonna do. Grab your caffeine of choice. Probably check me out on whatever Twitter.
I think your caffeine of choice is weed, though, right?
It's not caffeine, man. True, I didn't even think about that. No, just
All
no.
I know is
Wake up with me. Let's watch New Japan Wrestle Kingdom together.
And
Enjoy it all in one fell swoop.
that's January 4th, right?
January 4th.
So we're a month out from it, and that is a stacked card, man.
It's going to be on a Friday. It's Friday morning to wherever you're awake at, no matter what it is.
I was thinking about this the other day that I'm new to New Japan.
I am too.
I've only been watching it for a couple of years. I haven't been watching it as much as you have. But looking at that card, I recognize everybody on that card. And there's not a single person on that card that I can think of where I'm like, that's a weak link.
No, I was going to say if you really want, because I don't know what this gauntlet match is, and then that's me being picky. Outside of that, I have an interest in every match on this card in some form.
There's been a lot of New Japan cards though, where there's a bunch of tag team matches that happen like early on, where you're like, I don't know who this person is. I just fast forward through it. Where I only get to because they're all 4 or 5 hours long. It's like I'm not going to waste my time in the first 2 hours because I only have so much time. My time has to be worth something, so I'll watch the last 3 hours. But that card has 8 matches on it that are pretty good. Now I'm not going to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning or stay until 6 o'clock in the morning like you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
But I will watch.
So I'll say this, and I know we got to move on. The reason why I'm watching exactly say the same thing. The reason why you watch those first, 6, 8-man tags, because somewhere in that mosh pit, a storyline develops. And then that storyline, case in point, Jay White versus Okada started off as faction versus faction. Then it morphed into this 6, 8-man tag that they had going through New Japan World League. And now, here you go, Wrestle Kingdom. We're going to figure out who's the better guy.
That's cool with me. And that'll bring us to our 2 count. Merman.
Raw totally threw us for a swerve this week. It wasn't the greatest show again. It was kind of not so great.
It was better than last.
It was.
Hey, come on.
That's not. I mean,
that bar is
not
pretty
saying a lot.
freaking low.
Exactly. But we had an impromptu tag team match that we didn't see coming.
Mm-hmm.
Chad Gable and Bobby Roode versus AOP and PP.
Well, see,
What's his name?
respect that man. Put respect on that man.
Rockstar Split. Drake Maverick.
Yes.
Yeah, see, you
Drake
still
Maverick.
didn't make it.
Well, I had to go with something where everybody knew what I was talking about. So, whatever. So we got that match, and it was fairly decent. There was a lot of spots. The swerve, though, was that out of nowhere, being that it was kind of a handicap match, Maverick got pinned, and the AOP yet again is being thrown under something. But on the flip side, it's kind of cool because I guess they're giving them a little bit of a push. Bobby Roode and Chad Gable are the tag team champions on Raw.
Bobby Roode and Chad Gable are the tag team champions on Raw.
Matching trunks and everything now.
They came out in matching robes. This strikes me as classic Vince McMahon panic mode, where it's the ratings are bad, so let's we'll pop a title change and we'll make 2 guys that should not be tag team champions. We'll make them tag team champions. At the same time, I thought that the way they did it didn't bury AOP as bad as it could have because Drake Maverick.
That's why they put Drake in. Yeah, that's
right. That's the only reason they did it. But it is another example of NXT tag teams coming up and not making the grade in terms of Vince. They just become pawns for Vince to do whatever he wants to. And basically that's what NXT tag teams are. I mean, when you look at AOP, when you look at, the Ascension, when you look at American Alpha, these are guys that come up and they get a little bit of a push right at the beginning, and then they become cogs in the wheel in terms of Vince McMahon booking. Am I wrong, Jason?
No, Stevie Wonder can see that. I guess the biggest problem with this is that it's he can. Good Lord. I guess my only problem with this is now, what was the point of having AOP win against the Bar? That should have been their jump off moment. And then if you're gonna go ahead and go on this angle with Drake Maverick. Okay, but then they got to win that second match. So now it continues the heat. It's always something that it's like one step forward, two steps back. They make a point, but then they mess it up with doing something else that's completely off the train of thought. And that's just kind of what this is. I'm not sure if it's a panic move. If it is, great. If it's a panic move, then you're going to do okay. But if it's a panic move, then why don't you have Baron Corbin beat Seth Rollins? If you want to push a button, you want to see some reaction. That's how you get us to react.
I know the answer to this question.
Nobody's going to react about a title that nobody cares about. Go ahead.
I know the answer to this question. You don't have Baron Corbin beat Seth Rollins because ratings were historically bad the last two Raws. You have Seth Rollins come out at the beginning of Raw this week and basically say everything that everybody's been pissed off about. He said, you buried the revival. He said, you have people peeing on stuff. Like Seth Rollins was in that moment supposed to be the voice of the people. It was almost a shoot promo.
Yeah.
A shoot promo written by Vince.
Right.
But it was a shoot promo, right? And then you have Baron Corbin who gets legit heat. Like Baron Corbin has not been bad. No, don't wave it off. Baron Corbin has not been bad in this role at all.
I'd be doing great if you put me in 4 or 5 segments throughout Raw.
No, I mean, I think that if there was somebody less talented than Corbin, I think that Raw would be doing worse.
I think he's doing as good, if not, he's doing as good as Kurt Angle's.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Entertaining anyway.
I'll take it one step further. It's not Baron Corbin's fault. He's just the face.
No, it's not Baron Corbin's fault at all.
It's the people that's behind him.
And Seth Rollins saying it's Baron Corbin's fault is kind of Vince talking to the Smarks saying, hey, we know it's not Baron Corbin's fault, but we have to put it on somebody. And he going out there and doing a thinly veiled shoot promo is speaking for the people.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, but we've done this before.
And then Seth Rollins comes out and at the end, and they have legitimately really good TLC match at the end of Raw this week. They really did. Seth Rollins and Baron Corbin gave it their all. I mean, there were tons of big spots. Baron Corbin is
Heath Slater has a lot to do with this too, because now you at least threw that a little shadow of doubt of getting that to happen. So, but go ahead.
It is not. Baron Corbin is good though. I want to go on record as saying this. Baron Corbin is good in this role. I don't think we'll talk about this later when we have our predictions. Hey guys, we have predictions coming up. But Baron Corbin is good in this role, and I thought that them putting the belt on Gable and Rude, I don't know what they're called now, Glorious Gable or whatever. Them putting the belt on them that's a classic panic move by Vince. But Vince has always taken the NXT tag teams and he's always put them through the grinder, and they've always ended up sucking.
Well, it's just not the NXT tag.
It's almost the same way with the singles.
Okay,
almost.
It's NXT.
But right now, I mean, the main roster on either
Kevin
side.
Owens,
okay, come on, stop.
But you got to think most of the
Don't
roster, most of the roster on
Baron
both sides
Corbin.
are NXT. So
okay. For every Baron Corbin, I can name you a Kevin Owens.
Right.
I can name you a Bobby Roode. I can name you a
Bobby
Nakamura.
Roode.
I can name you a Samoa Joe. I can name you a Finn
Bobby
Balor.
Roode and Nakamura are both wearing gold right now. So you can talk
Who's
about
Nakamura wrestling on the pay-per-view?
You can talk about how he's burying them all you want to, but they're both wearing gold right now.
no, they're not burying the talent.
pay-per-view?
They're burying the fucking belts.
That's going to bring it to our 3 counts. We only have so much time here.
Yeah.
No, we're coming back to this.
The 3 count is, I love the beginning of SmackDown this week. I love that Daniel Bryan comes out and cuts this great promo. By the way, Daniel Bryan as a heel, I don't know if you were there with me. Were we there together at Royal Rumble when the kids behind me were betting me money? And the very first match that night was Daniel Bryan versus Mark Henry and Big Show. And that was when Daniel Bryan was a heel.
Yeah.
And me and you have always been big fans of Daniel Bryan as a heel.
Yeah. I think it's funny.
That was pre yes, because that was when he was going no.
Yeah.
And I've always been a big fan of Daniel Bryan as a heel. And him this week cutting that promo and then having Mustafa Ali come out, which is such a fresh face to come out and let Mustafa Ali and Daniel Bryan give you 10 minutes. Now listen, Mustafa Ali did not get enough offense in on that match for it to be a memorable match.
But he should. But he should.
But he shouldn't. But if you could tell if those guys were given 17, 18, 20 minutes,
Would have been amazing.
it would have been amazing, right? So the 3 count is, man, Daniel Bryan is such a good heel, and having a guy like Mustafa Ali, I would love to see AJ Styles start off a SmackDown and have Buddy Murphy come out and let those guys go for 10 minutes too, and have it be the same thing. They should incorporate these 205 Live guys into it because they all exist in the same universe. You know what I mean? Or they should all exist in the same universe. Buddy Murphy is a cut above. He's great.
Well, in order to get attention over to 205 Live more often, doing that would just draw attention to 205 Live.
Exactly.
You know, so but
Yeah.
it's outrageous the amount of like positive feedback Ali has gotten from that.
Yeah,
Like all over social media and stuff, people are going insane. He
like
looked
him.
great. He's a great wrestler, and
He held his own on the mic. I thought it was important
yeah,
too.
for sure.
He looked very assured of himself.
He did. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was very confident, and he didn't job to Daniel Bryan. He kind of did, but Daniel Bryan made him look real good still.
Well, he lost to the most over wrestler
Right.
of the last 7 years.
And he got a match for no reason, kind of.
He lost.
Right.
He lost to the World Heavyweight Championship
Exactly.
as a cruiserweight,
and
So,
looked really good doing it.
Yeah.
So that's nothing but positive for Mustafa Ali, and I think it's amazing.
Yeah, I was going to say, just to kind of piggyback on that, and I know I've always been a firm believer of just enhancement talent. Use enhancement talent to get the next guy over, and especially on
We've
a
had
roster.
3 counts on this show about how valuable jobbers are.
Okay, so not, and by no means am I calling Mustafa Ali a jobber by any stretch of the
Neither was I.
imagination.
Neither was
No,
I.
so just get that off the table. But with such a small, compact roster that SmackDown has, this was a new and fresh idea, like you said, bringing somebody from the outside in, someone you probably don't know, not unless you watch 205 Live every week, that can come in and can automatically have good chemistry with the World Heavyweight Champion at that point. That's important. This loss for Ali doesn't hurt. It doesn't help Daniel Bryan. If anything, it's like Murray said, at the end, it puts eyes back on the 205 Live product.
And that's going to do it for our 3 counts. Jason, tell me about F&B.
F&B Eatery on 3453 Southampton, part of our Southampton Mafia lineup of sponsors. I just saw on Facebook just a couple minutes ago before we started the pod, they are going to start doing kimchi breakfast sandwiches.
What?
Yeah. Okay, see, this is what I keep saying every week, and I know I'm repetitive, but see, this is what happens when you follow them on Facebook.
Why?
You get, right? You get updates like this every day. Another new update. We're changing the hours. We're going to just do breakfast on Saturdays and Sundays from 8 to 2. Then Monday, Tuesday close, and then from Wednesday through Friday, we're going to go from 11 to 8. I believe that's going to start in 2019. So it's always something new from F&B Eatery. Come check me out. Come check them out. 3453 Southampton F&B Eatery. Tell them JCB sent you.
Kimchi breakfast?
Dog. Okay?
That's all right. I'm done.
It's
going
the
now.
morning, man.
I'm
Don't
going now.
let me have another bad about it. Ooh, New Japan starts today. That could be a whole deal, but I do need to get some sleep. Kimchi breakfast sandwiches, sleep.
I'm thinking it's breakfast sandwiches.
Dog. Act like you know. Maestro. No, this is where you play the music. Right here, Sam. Better choice words. Sorry, I'm not even going
This is banned from
Ringside.
Ringside. Don't expect Sam to know this.
I know. I totally caught him off guard.
Mr. Almost Perfect.
No, come on. This is perfect. All right, we got 20 minutes left, and we're doing all the predictions right now, guys. So, TLC, Tables, Ladders, and Chairs pay-per-view. We're going to start off with a big one right now. We're going to start off with Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair versus Asuka for the Women's SmackDown Championship. And we're going to ask Sam the Mauler Mall to go first, and he can say it in from the least most likely to win to the most likely to win. Asuka, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch. Go ahead, sir.
So least to most.
Least to most, sir.
Asuka least, Charlotte second least, and Becky Lynn most least, as you put it.
I mean, if you're gonna be a jerk like that.
You know how he goes.
All right, Murray, who you got?
Oh man, this one's great because it's hard to say. Even though I think I'm gonna go with Becky.
For the most?
She's gonna win.
Okay.
But it could go. I have a feeling it could go.
Who you got the least?
The least?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go with Charlotte.
Okay. And Jason.
This is the one time I'm glad Zach's not here because now I can actually wait until the last minute to make my pick.
I know. I started off with the hard one too. This is the hardest.
It is the hardest one.
Least to most, I'm gonna go Becky the least. Asuka is the second, and I'm gonna have Charlotte taking the title away from Becky Lynch.
Oh,
That's insane. Charlotte's the least. I'm gonna go Becky the second least. I'm gonna go Asuka to win. I
wanted to go that route too.
I think that
I know why you do that, but I just don't think.
I think that we're moving towards a Charlotte, Becky, Ronda WrestleMania match, and if you put the belt on Asuka, everybody wins.
Yeah,
that's why they won't do it.
Yeah.
That's why they won't do it because it makes too much sense.
Yeah,
I know. Okay, so
yeah.
Elias versus Lashley in a ladder match with a guitar hanging above the ring. Sam, 1 for Elias, 2 for Lashley. He's got Elias. What do you got? JCB.
He made that begrudgingly. Man, I'm gonna go Lashley on this. I don't know why. I got this. Lashley needs the win. Elias can absorb the loss.
I will go ahead of you this time because I don't want to go last every time because people would deem that as unfair. I'm going to go Elias. There's no reason for Lashley to win this. I wouldn't be surprised if Leo Rush cost Lashley the match.
Wouldn't be surprised.
They're gonna piss me off because I'm gonna go with Lashley on this one.
Okay, we're going to go the Bar versus the New Day versus the Usos. Sam, sorry, I got one more for you. We got to give me the least and the most. You got the Bar, the New Day, and the Usos.
I'm going to go Bar least.
Okay.
Because I haven't heard of them in the sections where I pay attention. I haven't heard you talk about them.
What is that?
They're like 3 minutes.
You haven't been paying attention the entire time.
Instagram is lit.
We're live on Instagram right now. So.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm watching it.
Instagram is lit, dude. Okay, so the Bar you have least. The Usos are the New Day.
Then I'm going to go with Usos in the middle and New Day.
All right. So, Jason, what you got?
The giggles.
Go ahead, guys. We only got 15 minutes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go least to most. One, your own. New Day least likely to win. I'm gonna go Bar second. I'll go Usos to become now the new 6-time tag team champions.
Least the Bar. Then the New Day, and then the Usos. Yeah.
So you didn't go the exact same way as Jason.
No, I flipped the first two.
Who's the bell holder right now?
The Bar. That's a goddamn shame. You just said that out loud.
I know.
In front of God, all these cameras.
That was embarrassing.
Mr. Perfect is rolling his eyes at you right now. Apologize.
That would be embarrassing if I hosted a wrestling podcast.
Right.
I'll take the Bar to win. Usos second. New Day should never win anything because Xavier Woods is terrible. We'll go Finn Balor versus Drew McIntyre.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I'll go first
Oh,
here. I think this one's pretty easy. I'll go Finn Balor. Jason, who you got?
Yeah, there's got to be Drew McIntyre on this. There's no discussion.
Yeah.
Finn Balor.
Go Finn Balor,
I
huh?
have my reasons.
Sam, you can give me a 1 for McIntyre,
I
a 2
have
for
my
Finn Balor. He's going Finn Balor also.
Okay.
Ziggler's around.
Hey, so
Fair enough.
you and the guy that never watches wrestling, you guys are on the same thing. Just throwing that out there.
Watch this.
Seth
motherfucker, I
Rollins.
swear to God.
Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. Sam, you can give me a 1 for Seth Rollins, a 2 for Dean Ambrose. He's taking Dean Ambrose. Jay Bell, what you got?
Being the guy that don't watch wrestling, I'm going to agree. I think this is where you pull the triggers so that way you can free up Seth Rollins to be a Royal Rumble a participant, obviously, and a possible winner.
Murray the Murray Man Murray.
I'm going with the gas mask wearing germaphobe Dean Ambrose.
I'm taking Dean Ambrose too, guys. Everybody's taking Dean Ambrose.
Do you like that gas mask gimmick? Is that okay with you? I'm okay.
I like that his crew has him. I don't think he needs to wear it. Maybe he just has like a face thing or something.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I don't hate it though.
That's why Murray's the idea, man. Because
wouldn't that be too much like Bane though? I mean, the code is really Bane is.
That's why I'm saying
no.
he's too much
He's saying
with the gas mask.
with
His crew
him
has
with the
them all.
gas. If the crew all has the gas mask, that's
and
cool.
he's the only one that doesn't. That I like.
Everybody's got Dean Ambrose. I don't think there's any reason to have Dean Ambrose turn on Seth Rollins unless he takes the belt.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
and also that should free up Seth Rollins for hopefully a WrestleMania match versus Brock Lesnar. Hopefully.
Okay, see, you go your point. Go ahead.
All right, Natalya versus Ruby Riott in a tables match. Any thoughts? 1 for Natalya, 2 for even Sam throwing it. He's never even watched the product.
He's throwing his eyes. It's great.
Natalya versus Ruby Riott. 1 for Natalya, 2 for Ruby Riott. He's got Natalya. I'll take Ruby Riott. What do you got? Jason. We got a bunch more matches.
Give me daddy. This has got to end happily. I mean, damn, you brought her daddy into it, even though I'm sure she blessed it. But it's got.
By the way, there's nothing wrong with her bringing her dad into it as long as she signs off.
Yeah, for sure. If she doesn't sign on,
Jim the Anvil Neidhart would have had no problem
with this,
with his likeness being on a table, no matter how stupid it looks.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch. No, I'm gonna go with. Maddie.
I dare.
Go with Maddie. I don't care, but I'm gonna go with Maddie.
So I can't wait to pick up that point. Mysterio versus Orton in the chairs match. I'll go first. I'll take Rey Mysterio Jr. Because I guess Orton could win. Orton always wins in unexpected places.
No, that's right.
What do you think, Sam? Mysterio for 1, Orton for 2. He's taking Orton. What do you say, JCB?
See, I was getting ready to say, watch him get ready to take Randy Orton because I'm sitting there like leading Randy Orton.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I was trying to say it's just.
He's the placebo.
I know
That's
he's the placebo, but I'm agreeing with him, which is kind of scary.
That's the funny part about it. That's the whole bit.
Yeah, I know. Give me Orton. Fuck. We going down together. You and me, Sam.
I'm gonna go
out the top spot.
I'm gonna go with Rey Mysterio because I feel like they're not doing a whole lot with him yet, other than kind of just showing him off. So he needs to win.
I think when they do the superstar shakeup, that Mysterio is going to get the Raw, and I mean he might get a U.S. title run before that. We got Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali. I'll go first. The only reason that I think that Buddy Murphy would lose the belt here is if they're going to move him to the main roster.
Oh, God, no.
I think they should.
No.
He's such a badass.
No.
He could hold the U.S. or the Intercontinental title. He's such a badass.
No, don't fuck him up.
Yeah, not yet.
At the same time, I'll take Buddy Murphy.
No.
Jason.
Leave it alone.
Jason,
for the love of God, leave it alone. Buddy Murphy.
All right.
Buddy Murphy. That's who they compared me to on Friends of BFR.
Sam.
Buddy Murphy.
Sam's taking Buddy Murphy also. Okay, so
not
we only have 3 left. Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman. Now, Baron Corbin's supposed to fight Braun Strowman, but Braun Strowman is apparently out of commission. So, and if Baron Corbin wins, or Braun Strowman's out of commission, so if Baron Corbin wins, Baron Corbin's Baron Corbin becomes permanent general manager of Monday Night Raw. So, is this a swerve, or is Baron Corbin going to win? I'm going to write mine down, but I'm not going to let anybody know because I don't want to influence Jason's pick. Go ahead.
No, no, ain't no punk. Man, give me Braun Strowman, man. Fuck that dude. Okay? The come up is just going to happen. It's going to happen on Sunday night.
Corbin or Strowman? One or two? Taking Strowman. Near Sam is taking Strowman.
I'm going to say Strowman because I think he's bringing his WrestleMania tag team partner back. He's out of school now. He's going to cause a win.
What's his name?
Timmy or something?
Yeah, I think,
whatever.
You guys want to hear my prediction on this?
Yeah, sure.
Lars Sullivan comes in as Baron Corbin's
replacement.
No, Baron Corbin's muscle.
Oh,
and takes out a weekend Braun Strowman.
It's possible.
It's possible.
We have Ronda Rousey versus Nia Jax. Go ahead, everybody. Tell me Ronda Rousey. Unless you guys have Nia Jax. Anybody have Nia Jax? Anybody have Nia Jax?
I've never had Nia Jax.
Anybody have it?
I've never had her.
No.
I won't ever have it.
Come on, man. You act like she's ugly, man.
No, she's cute. I'm not talking about her.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just saying she sucks.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Her promos are awful. She's not going to be. Man, Ronda Rousey is awful.
She might be the Bellas in a suit.
Ooh. Ouch. Come on, man.
Double mint bad?
See, you're wrong.
All right.
All kinds of wrong. See.
Here's to me the biggest match of the night. Biggest match of the night. We have Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles. Sam, I am. What do you think?
AJ.
Sam's taking AJ. Merman.
I'm going with old DB, Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
He's on fire.
It would be ridiculous. If you didn't take it off of AJ when it was time to take it off of AJ, you can't take it off of Daniel Bryan right now. Give me Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. All right. I'm taking Daniel Bryan also. Here's the question, though.
Idiots.
If AJ loses, what are we doing with AJ at WrestleMania?
Take her.
And you can kill the music.
If AJ loses, what do we do with him at WrestleMania? There won't be a superstar shakeup until WrestleMania.
Until after WrestleMania. So what do we do with AJ Styles?
Rey Mysterio, Orton,
Miz?
No, Miz and Shane are going to go wrestle at WrestleMania.
It seems. So you're calling Miz and Shane at WrestleMania?
Neither one of them are on this card.
It does make sense.
It's going to spill over into the Royal Rumble.
It just seems hard to believe to me that we're going to have, because I call Daniel Bryan also, but if Daniel Bryan wins, I have no idea what to do with AJ Styles.
I don't think AJ wants to really worry about it. If all the rumors are true and he wants this limited schedule, then they'll figure it out.
I know what I would do. I would put him in some sort of feud with Almas or something and just let him rip off 15 minutes of WrestleMania and let him have a good time, because
we already kind of did that. Then that was kind of the reason why I was on it then. You don't have Almas lose to AJ because now you need AJ to put him over in a situation where Almas is, where's he been? No Nakamura, no Joe, no Miz, no Shane, which I don't really care about. Shane McMahon can stay off this card. But I mean, there's a lot of guys that are not on this card. This is getting ridiculous. That's why when I put the poll up on BFR Pod, okay, to me, Nakamura is one of, if not the most disappointing guys of all of WWE in 2018. I can't even remember he won the Royal Rumble. All I remember is he lost to AJ Styles, and the rest has been all downhill.
It's an embarrassment of riches.
Okay, but that's fine there. But then here's where, Jen, and I know we're getting ready to leave. Just my last final thought.
We got 7 minutes.
Oh, okay, perfect. My last thought, really, last rant. I know guys are like, what about AEW? That not get off the ground, blah, blah, blah. How they going to sign guys? Yeah, okay. It's going to take guys a while to get away from WWE because after the contract, you got to wait 90 days, and then you can go out to whomever and wherever. Just let this thing get off the ground. If it's going to happen, let it happen. You'll be surprised how many people start jumping the ship. Cody, the Bucks, all those guys that did All In, they set the table to now there is a viable alternative if you don't want to go to Japan. If you don't want to do Ring of Honor or Impact Wrestling, which nothing's wrong with that. You can do that too. But now this is more of a viable option where to me, it's more wrestler on wrestler connection.
Yeah, but I mean, you act like if AEW gets off the ground, then every single wrestler you like is going to get a program that you like, and like there are so many people in WWE that are not even included on this card you want to see.
I'm not.
There are so many people in AEW that you want to see that are not even included.
There's always going to be a pecking order. You can jump in on this. There's always going to be a pecking order, but I'm just saying, at least in this scenario, the Revival doesn't job out to the Lucha House Party every week when the Lucha House Party shouldn't even be doing this. I mean, come on. The Revival is better than that, period. They shouldn't be jobbing out like that.
On this card? Not just the Revival. Gable and Rude.
Yeah, the new champions.
AOP. Nobody's on this card.
Which
there's too many good wrestlers.
And it's TLC. Like, okay, and the tag team division,
and
for reasons.
There's 13 matches.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. They could have, like, look at the days back. I mean, I guess one of them is a three-way tag team match.
Who would you take off this card? Would you take Lashley?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And,
Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre can go too.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
You would take Finn Balor and Drew McIntyre off this card?
Doesn't make sense.
Done that.
Have you ever watched Finn Balor's Japan run?
Yeah, but there's
nobody
connecting that.
Does Vince give a shit about Finn Balor's Japanese run?
Also, Natty.
No, but what I'm saying is there's too many people. Hey, everybody, we know there's a ton of podcasts to listen to, so we appreciate the fuck out of you listening to ours. Seriously, like I see all the wrestling podcasts out there every single week, so we appreciate you listening to this podcast. For birthdays this week, we have the Junkyard Dog, 66. Michael Elgin, 32. That doesn't sound right, is it? 32?
Wait, 30? No, wait. That would make me older than Michael Elgin.
Yeah, that's probably right. Eric Young is 39. Luke Harper is 39. Stone Cold Steve Austin is 54. Rob Van Dam is 48. Trish Stratus is 42. Mean Gene Okerlund is 76. Hey, man, for Shock City Studios, for JJ Twigs, for Soul Taco, for F&B Eatery, for Sam the Muller Mall, for Zach Tubier Pullman, for Murray the Murray Man Murray, for Jason Cornelius Bell. I am Bill Day, the hand that rocks the stable, and everybody, boo the hill!
I like the hand that rocks the stable.